Hello and welcome to the newest Bazaar video in the new patch. This game I played with Dooley and I tried to beat all the new Stell accounts that are everywhere. We're starting pretty normal, we're trying to get a good weapon and a few items so we can just win day one. Day one you always have to buy what's given. I personally like poison a lot, or just having a lot of damage, but you can basically not lose with any of the monsters here. You can even play with an empty field and you will still beat it. The weapon, the mech weapon I have on the left side that automatically crits, is really strong on day one. When you have it on silver, the first 2 crits are guaranteed. It's 25% hit crit chance with every hit, less, starting with 125. We take a skill here, we have a shield crit chance that is not very good for us. And we have a shield skill that is okay, but only good later. So we try a third one and we just get the 2 we already have. So we take the shield one, which will improve for every level that we get, because we get shield based on our HP. And then we fight the first fight already, and this fight is a little bit strange, I warn you. That is not a board. That is not even... He hasn't even the angle on the left side of the shield item to haste it, so he really does nothing. I don't know if he just had no items or if he conceded on day one and was still put in the ghost pool, I don't know. But it's very, very strange. But you see, the little bit of poison is very nice, and the life leech item, the stinger, also charges the poison item to the left, because it charges when you slows, and that slows. So, will look what a core we can get later. We're hoping for a weaponized core, but first we look for more skills. Again, not the very best skills. It's burn or crit. I think here maybe we get a burning core. I also take the burning weapon because it's like a 3 multi right now, and it's 5 burn with a skill, so it's 15 burn on 6 seconds, which is not the worst. Right now the 10 damage from the dinosaur, it's really bad because it has a 6-second cooldown. In the new patch, the gold items are really what makes your build, because nearly all large items, except a very few, are put to gold, and the very few that are still silver is something like Crow's Nest, which isn't that impressive. I play the dinosaur here again because it's a tool and a friend, so it gives double multicast to the flame item itself, so we can put the shield item to the right of it, which says when you burn shield. So we have 30 burn every time the item on the left goes up, which is not nothing. It's basically 30 burn on 30 shield, not burn, 30 shield on a 6-second cooldown, and when the enemy has item destroy, this is hit, which is also nice, so our real items don't get destroyed. So we have a cloak that is a little bit tricky to use for Dooley. Other characters like Vanessa can use it much better. And we have an upgrade for a chef, a pulse rifle, or something to eat. The granola bars are really nice because I get max health, so I upgraded the one we have. And I take the pulse rifle and go down to 1 friend. I think the pulse rifle in the new patch is really, really strong because it goes down 1 second for every level you have. So bronze, silver, gold, diamond, it always goes down for 1 second.
I guess.
Being much faster than before. The damage doesn't increase anymore, but that's not really important for most builds, because we increase the build and we increase the damage by another way. And so we're looking for the core that we can get, and we have the weaponized core, no ignition core, so there isn't even a choice for us. And now we have the plasma rifle to the right side, having the buffing weaponized core, which is really nice. it's a little bit tricky what to put on the left, what to put on the right, because when we want to play the burn item, we need to have it on the side with the dinosaur, and the dinosaur needs to be on the right side to also buff the rifle. So in the end, we have everything on the right side, which in hindsight isn't the best idea, because we really should haste, also charge our core. I think I will also use the shoes on the cloak later, or another item, but it's basically wasted and I wish I didn't do it. So if you can, always try to keep them longer until you know which items you really want to run later. So this enemy has a lot of burn, and let me say, this boost, this is 8 burn every time an item flies is used, is broken, and I would bet money it will get nerfed. The balloon engine is totally out of this world broken. Like, this is the strongest early game item, and you can go 10-0 with it on Stel. Yeah, it's too strong. So we doesn't care that we lost against him, and we are looking for other items we could use. This would give a little bit cooldown, but it's very slow, so I decide against it. And yeah, there's nothing we want to use because we can't really use other friends. The launch pad, I thought for a second, but we have only one friend, and so we would make everything flying very slowly, and we don't increase the burn. If we had the ignition core, I would try it out and look for an ignition core launch pad build in the future here on this channel. It will definitely come. I heard the giant mosque is unbeatable now, so we take the guy who has the ticket item, which we really need, because we want the event on day 9 for sure. It's like the strongest thing you can get. Get the ticket, get day 9, and your board will improve by a mile. And we're lucky, and we get it. That's nice. So right now our stash gets more full and full, so I'm not sure what to sell, what to have. And I'm going for more skills, and right now I'm taking burn freeze, because right now we play a burn item. But this is a little bit tricky, because I wished I would think longer about it, because how it's positioned, I don't think we can use this burn item for very much longer. Just because there is no way that we can have it to the right of the core, because we really want to buff charge the core.
We take pride in our restorations.
I upgrade the pulse rifle here, I'm pretty sure, because 1 second faster up to 5 seconds is huge, and we also give it the multi 3 again. So you see here I'm a little bit unsure what to have on the left side, what to have on the right side, and I think here I upgrade the cape with the boots, which I still think was a mistake. Here we have another granola bar, which is really nice. Important that you also sell tech or tool items when you have it, otherwise it's just not useful. And it's also important when you sell something, because make sure you sell all the tool and tech item before you sell your granola bar. Otherwise, you will see later, we sell it a little bit early, which is not the best. So, I really want to have it here, and I don't have 4 gold, as you can see. So, I upgrade the cape, and I sell items worth 4, because I think it's really strong. So we sell the burn item, we have no burn anymore for the freeze, which is like horrible, and now we not have enough items for the fight. So overall this wasn't a good sell. I was a little bit greedy on the granola bar for the health, but I also don't sell it now. So we have not a full board, and we don't have the health boost from the granola bar. And we also lost a lot of burn, and we lost the freeze. So this is overall very stupid for myself. We have only 2 active items to the left now, which is not enough to have the core perma charged, and the haste is only 2 seconds, so you see we just get smashed by the opponent with a drill build, which honestly isn't that strong, but you have a lot of opening burn. So on early days versus burn, it's really hard. And we are on day 4 now, so there's basically no chance we can get a gold big item here. So I'm looking for medium items, and I basically look for an upgrade for the pulse rifle, but I decide against walling because it has a very little chance to get, and most medium items aren't what we want right now. We want fast, small items for the left side to charge the core. And I think that was a mistake to not take the weapon there, the small weapon, because it charges when you use tech items, and we have a bunch of tech items right now. The gun is a tech item, the slow item is a tech item, the core is a tech item, so it would pretty much charge really fast, which would give us, I think, more than the little bit of haste we have from the core using. Especially because it's a passive item that doesn't charge the core. So overall I think the cape is not a good item on Dooley. At least not in this configuration I'm using it here. Always stay hydrated. And crit chunks for our core, this is really nice. And then we go, and yeah, we get a tool item, but I don't want to sell that tool item for sure, because it's basically 2 more income, so we keep it in our inventory. And the skill we take just more damage. Right now I want to have fast items, or items that are tools that we can sell. And right now I wished I kept the boots for the GPU, so I could upgrade the GPU for a second and not the
diamonds come in small
not the cape. And now you see me, I sell the letter opener, which is a tool, after I sold the granola bar, which is wasted health. So that's why I'm focusing a little bit here on it, because I instantly realized it and I was very mad about myself. The opponent here also have no wins, so it's pretty easy. At least that's what I'm hoping. He has not the best skills. He has the skill that gives you crit for every fight, but we are only on day 4, so that's not a lot. And we have destruction items, so we are really hoping he doesn't destroy our dinosaur, because then we lose the 2/3 of the damage of the pulse rifle.
I've got another salvo.
But we luck out. He destroys an unimportant item for us, which just hastes the core, and it's a pretty easy win against this opponent. Yes, you see, it's not that high the crit anyway, so easy. Right now we are on a point where I'm really watching this and I'm crying like, make the cape out of your inventory, it's horrible. But we got the scrap metal. Scrap metal was supposed to upgrade an item of same or lower level. But right now, all the items in the game that upgrade any level. So this silver scrap metal can upgrade a golden core to diamond. So we want to get the quest on it live, and the second we can get the core to golden, we make it to diamond instantly. So for this we need tech and tool items again to sell. We go for this PV fight because the skills on him are just beyond crazy, and we really wish for the freeze skill to have. But as far as our luck goes, well, we get the cooldown reduction, which is not the worst. So we should be happy. Again, I take a tool because I want to sell a tool, but I don't want to sell a shovel, because it can give us free tools to sell. So instead we just lower the cooldown of our core and hoping for other tools to find here. We don't find any tools here, and yeah, I don't find items to play right now on this board. So I'm a little bit hesitant on what to play right now. And then I think about the Tesla coil, because it's a tech item. When you use an adjacent tech, charge an item. and we use the core a lot, and we use the pulse rifle a lot. So for now I have it on the right side. It gives a little bit more damage, and it basically charges our whole board a little bit. I rather had 2 fast items on the left side, but it's what we have right now, so that's what we play right now. So our opponent has the new core, the launcher core, that makes other items flying and then charges everything. But overall his damage is pretty low, as he only has the rockets and nothing else that makes big damage. So we have the problem with the burn on us, and we survive with 4 health. So basically we can be really lucky we got the shield upgrade skill early, because if we don't had it upgraded to silver, we would have lost this fight. And it's day 6. We are on a good speed. It's not amazing, and we're really hoping for tools here to upgrade our core to diamond the second it becomes gold. And it's not that easy, because you need 10 items, and as you see, I neither find tech items or tool items to buy and sell. So here I find a 4 gold tech item, which I instantly buy, I think, and sell. Please do this. Yeah, I check if it's tool and tech, and then I buy both items and sell them. So we have 2 more on the list. And sadly we got a friend, which I hoped we could have gotten the friend that is also a tool, or the friend that is also a tech. And we luck out, we get it here, but I'm too idiot to understand that it's a tool, and I don't buy it. So that's another 1 tool salt missed to get our core to diamond fast. Right now we're starting to hit a wall where our damage is, because the core is way too slow. We need to upgrade it, and we need to have more items to charge it right now. It's nice to have the Tesla coil making damage and charging stuff, but it's not enough. And there we crit with the core with a 5%, and I'm very happy to see that. And yeah, we still need tool or tech items, and then, yeah, golden tech items. That's just too expensive. We only have 30 gold, so I just can't afford that. It's sad, because it would be really, really nice to have. I'm sorry. And I'm still looking for cheap tech items to sell. We are now 5 of 10. I even buy the enchanted here, hopefully that we could get more, but 16 is just too expensive. We can't afford it, we don't have the money. So yeah, we have the core on gold now, but we can't get it to diamond before the next fight. So our whole plan for the next day will be get enough tech and tool items to sell to get our core to diamond, and get fast items for the left side and replace the Tesla coil. Tesla coil, not Kessler toil. Yeah, the opponent has the build I planned to do soon, which I said earlier, with the ignition core and the launch pad. But right now I'm rethinking it, because, well, I thought we would win easy, but no, his burn was way too much, and we lost with the enemy nearly dead, which was really close. But this close fights in the early game are the fights you lose out later. Because later, it's much harder to win a game on day 14 than on day, let's say, 6. I'm thinking about upgrading the scrap here, but it would only give a few % more for the core to have cooldown reduction. And it's 1 second for an upgrade for the pulse rifle, so it's a very easy buy, honestly. And right now I'm continue buffing the core. I'm not sure if I want to buff the core or the rifle, because both of them are really, really nice to have more damage on. But the core upgrades the rifle as well, so I found that that friend was a tech item, So I instantly bought it. And I wish the slow items would have been tools, but still I need to buy them, boss, because having our slow LEDs slowing 2 for 3 instead of 2 for 1 is a really huge change. Especially if we can upgrade it one more and we can slow 3 for 3, which would be really, really nice. Here we go into the treasure turtle because it has like the most gold rewards. The skill it has aren't as nice, but we can hope for the diamonds or the ticket to sell to increase our gold volume that we have right now, to be able to buy more tech and tool items to finally get our core to diamond. Because we really hope we can do it today before the fight. Having a diamond core is a huge upgrade in damage output, and especially in speed output. So sadly we have again
my weapons crave
weapon render, but we are lucked out here as a tech item.
Come back and tell me.
And we have it live, so I instantly sell it to get the core to diamond. And now I really want to have it on the further on the right side. So I want to get rid of the Tesla coil and want to have faster items on the left.
I fight alongside you.
So I think this is the time where I decide to throw away the Tesla coil. And the firepower is really nice because it's another damage upgrade for the weapons next to the core. So now I really want to have it next to the pulse rifle to upgrade the damage. And when we have the Uzi on the left side, we also upgrade the damage of the Uzi. Here we are a little bit unlucky now because there's no small item for us, which we could run on the left side because we can't run Hamlet because it's a friend. And I really don't want to run the what virus is this? Yeah, the virus, because it would make our own small items into viruses. It's basically a nerf for ourselves. So again, we have not a full board on the day 7 fight, which obviously isn't the best. So there is an idea of buying some items in the stash and having them for times like this. So never sell everything you don't need anymore at the moment. The opponent has the Dooleys build with the ignition core, but remember the Dooleys got nerfed in a way that he only gets internal cooldown charged from itself. So everything he gets is counted on his internal cooldown, and not like slow, freeze, burn are counted separately for separate internal cooldowns. Wasn't very important here because the enemy had only very slow freeze items, so we were really lucky here. They also buffed the obsidian way in this patch, so the freeze it's back to silver, so the freeze timing is higher now. I'm thinking about a 4-second Aiden, but obviously I need an item that's a tool and a friend. And sadly, there is no item that's a tool and a friend. Expect the dinosaur, Hamlet, or the pocket, this knife that is also a tech item. This shielding and weapon item, I can't remember the name right now. So we're fighting this for the skills because we have a vehicle from the dinosaur. So it would be really nice if we get the skill to lower all cooldowns of our non-vehicle if we have a vehicle. So that's basically why we take this fight. And I'm checking the damage right now, and the majority of our damage comes from our pulse rifle, even we're having a diamond core. So
Come on in.
I'm looking for items that could be an upgrade for the left side. I'm not very sure on the burning shield item, but right now it gives us a freeze extra, and I would love to have an upgrade on the haste core item to have a longer haste uptime on the core right now.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
Here we sell all the items. And day 8 fight, we are still on only 5 wins, which is a little bit... it's a little bit weak. Or are we only on 4 wins, I see? Oh, we're only on 4 wins. Oh my god. So we really need to start winning here, or we will have a really hard time going into the late game. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to fight against Max when they can get a lot of regen and a lot of heal, but his relic is too slow. I mean, he has it on charging with the items next to it, but you really need to give it haste somehow, or charge it another way, and otherwise you need to have a lot of regen items, so you just improve the value of it so much. Right now I have the Arc Blaster, and I'm thinking about playing it over the Ignition Aegis, because it gets charged from every use of a tech item. So I'm thinking about what item to use, and I don't want to use this versus a player, but basically I use this right now to see which of the items is faster. So which item triggers more often, how often is this item triggering from all the use of tech items. And it's quite fast, so I really want to use it. You can see it's the one item that got used 3 times. And I see that the slowest items by far is the Aegis. We lose out a freeze, but if we replace the Omega Whale, we lose out on a lot of freezes. So I rather lose out on one freeze than on all the freezes the Omega Whale can provide us with. So we continue upgrading our core. And right here I think maybe we get a shield core. So the skill here would be the best skill to have when we have a shield core or another shield item. Because whenever we have shield, our weapons get cooldown reduction. Which would be amazing right now, obviously. The main problem we have right now that we lost a lot of fights while having a diamond core. So the time where the diamond core is crazy good comes to an end soon. So we have heal or burn, and I'm thinking about I could use burn to have another freeze and a lot of damage. But I decide for heal because we have right now no survival, and with the healing core we have a ton of survival against damage over time and against burst damage. So the opponent needs to do a lot of burst damage in fast amount of time to even overcome our damage here. And there we get the Obsidian Darkstone Give Something Lifesteal. And we can give it on our plasma rifle to double the damage of the plasma rifle, which already is our highest damage item. So we basically double the damage on our highest damage item. Obviously, there is still the possibility of, yeah, have the core on the very right and just supercharge it with everything on the left side. But I saw earlier that the damage output of the rifle is so extremely high. And it's so fast, and when we upgrade it to diamond it will be even 1 second faster, that I really just believe that the item is worth it by a lot. And another Stell is beaten here. She really did nothing to us. And you see here, the damage output of the rifle is nearly double of the core. So obviously I want to have it on the right side. It also forces our little dinosaur on the right side. But that's a fight we need to use. Against the PvE guy, I use the Arc and the Fang to see which of them is faster, because I want to play one of them, and I obviously want to play the Omega Whale against the human enemy again. But the fight here is so fast that I basically get no information at all from it. It doesn't help me. I look and I see, yeah, they're both the same. So when they're both the same, the damage of the tech item is much higher. And here we get dual wind. When we have exactly 2 weapons, they have 50% crit chance, which is a lot, but there is no way for us to go down to 2 weapons. Because we need the dinosaur for the obsidian rifle, and there is no item that is a tech, that is a tool and a friend but isn't a weapon. All three items that are tool and friend are also weapons. So now we upgrade the rifle to 2.9 seconds. So let's say 3 seconds. And yeah, it's by far the strongest item that we have on our board right now. But our problem is that, yeah, we do a little bit of damage, but we don't win with this after day 12. So right now, going the full way to 10 wins is a little bit tricky here. Because we need to find something to get us to 10 wins. What we have on the board right now isn't enough. Right now I hope maybe the charge skill, because the charge skill, and we get it, could charge the Fang, so I can play the Fang again. It's a little bit less damage, but that's not important. The Fang will get charged, so the Fang will get used way more. Robot Factory, that isn't what we want, and no big item here that we could need. And we are short of our 7 wins for the chests rewards, and that's the minimum I always try to get. 7 wins. If you can't get to 7 wins, then why even bother? But your build should always be good enough to get to 7 wins, and then you need to find a way to switch to something to get to 10 wins. Here the copy a small item is basically unusable, because it could copy the friend, and then we have 2 friends on the board, and we lose a multicast on our pulse rifle. So, nerfing our strongest damage item. So the opponent is playing dinosaurs, having a haste tanky Anki, but he's very slow, so we can probably kill him before the tanky Anki gets out of the way, and yeah. In the last second we killed him because he would outscale us very fast, because we lost our dinosaur. The one item he killed was our dinosaur, so we lost 2/3 of our damage from the pulse rifle, and we just killed him before that happened. Here I'm a little bit thinking about where to go to the upgrade a skill, because our skills are not very good. Yeah, it's like 5 damage for 10 gold. Yeah, it's an investment, you can do it. I don't know. I'm looking for one of the other, either the dinosaur upgrade or the knife shield guy that's like maybe diamond and faster, because right now the item is 6 seconds, which is really slow, and I would rather have the shield item on diamond, which is like I think 4 seconds. So we hope we find something for an upgrade there. Stopwatch isn't really useful for us. And yeah, let's check Kurio. Maybe he has the speed or a slow item buff for us again, but neither speed or slow is found, which is a little bit sad, because that was the main reason we went there, and we basically got 1 crit and 2 or 3 damage. This Kurio was a total fail. So, small items, we want upgrades for the stuff we have. Nothing there. And I'm thinking about the cock. The cock is 4 second haste 2, and the GPU is 5 second haste 2, but the GPU always hastes my core, while the cock hastes something. And maybe I should have used the cock and hasted my Uzi, but then I would lost all my haste on the core, so I was really not having it right here. And we have our 7 wins, that's perfect. Now we need to find a way to go to the full 10. So the opponent has a Toxic Blast, this new item from Spell build, but he's very slow, so we can just kill him before he really goes. As you see, he did like 40 burn, 40 poison. That was it. Like, that was nearly no damage at all. I'm thinking about the skill, but I really want to upgrade the Omega Ray, because it gives more freeze. Having an item frozen for 2 seconds, it's really nice to have. And there we have the upgrade for the Weapon Vendor. And our 2 main items are already enchanted. So I'm going for the crit chance here because the damage isn't really worth it, because we have a weaponized core. Instead of having the core 50%, I decide to have the core and the rifle both on 25%. And then we find a yo-yo. A golden yo-yo, that is. So nearly already diamond. And I'm thinking about, yeah, I definitely want to play the yo-yo. But where to use it? Use it on the left side and supercharge my core, or use it on the right side and charge even more the yo-yo because the pulse rifle will charge it. But then we lose the damage on the pulse rifle from the core, but all the damage goes on the yo-yo, which will be super used. So we tried on the right side of the core in the PvE fight to see how it looks. And it goes very, very fast. But I'm not that sure about the damage. So let's check that. And it did like half the damage of the pulse rifle more than the core. Ah, the skill is sadly not that useful right now. And there we have a shield enchant. I already like my enchant that I had, so I have a shielded yo-yo. Right now thinking having the shielded yo-yo on the right side, buffing it a lot, giving us huge shield, and then we get a 3D printer. And 3D printer was not really good the last time we used it, because the Crude Tools weren't very good anymore. But I'm thinking about a 3D printer with a shielded yo-yo. It will not give us shielded yo-yos, it will give us normal yo-yos. And I'm thinking about either having the freeze or the Uzi, but the yo-yo is already fast, the pulse rifle is fast. So I'm thinking maybe we keep the freeze right now. No skills here that are useful, and okay, we get cooldown reduction, but only after the 3D printer is used. So for the first 5 seconds, it's not active, and then we get a 10% cooldown reduction on everything. Which is like, yeah, when that's live we're already very good, but it was like the best we had there. So this is a test, can the 3D printer work in the new patch? And the yo-yos go like crazy, but the damage output of the Skyliner of my opponent is very high. So we die here, and we get an enchant. And either we could have damage, so all the yo-yos would be double damage, but on the left side they would not get a lot of damage. So we could put it on the right side and then they charge themselves, but then we really slow charge the core. So I'm thinking haste. All the yo-yos hasting our items would basically give us perma haste on everything. And all we need now is an upgrade for the yo-yo and for the 3D printer. I'm also down thinking that the freeze is worth right now here, and I rather have the fight start a little bit faster, so using the Uzi to have a little bit of a faster fight.
Sail, no sail.
And we find no upgrades here.
He might have what
And here I go for the Trash Titan, because when we will get the skill Juggler to charge a large item, we will be totally bonkers. The 3D printer will start in like 2 or 3 seconds, and our skill will, our whole build will be like double the skill. But sadly, no Juggler for us. No, we get something useless, not worth anything. But money right now really isn't our problem. Improve a burn item. Well, how nice, but we have no burn items. Random, I don't want random. I want really large, because we want to upgrade the 3D printer. No curio, I want something large. And here I'm thinking, nah, I want something large. Okay, diamond skills. Show me diamond skills, diamond items, not skills. And yeah, it was probably stupid to go there. And there we have a slow enchant. All the other stuff is useless, so we give an the Uzi, or now SMG, slow enchant. It's just a little slow on the opponent, but it maybe can give us the 1 second we need for a fight.
Hope you brought your
Because
parachute.
from now on we can't lose anymore or our run is over. So we play against Stell. And this time she has this crazy builds we lost earlier the day, this burn build. But she's a little bit slow in having her flying items used. So yeah, she have a lot of shield, but without putting out that much burn to threaten us, and we having a lot of shield, yeah, that wasn't much of a danger. Yeah, so small items right here, yeah. The Uzi upgrade would be nice to have, and otherwise maybe the dinosaur, but the dinosaur upgrade would be useless probably. I'm still thinking for the knife shield item there. And we have another try for juggler. We skip out on the better enemies to get the juggler. So let's hope we get it. And no. No juggler for us, just a catalyst. I'm using it, and look, we have a diamond one. Yeah, we upgraded our Dino Waver, and the new Dino Waver is faster than the old one. It's 0.1 second faster, so yeah, we take it, but it's basically an upgrade of 20 damage, which is nothing. Here I go for the large item vendor because we really want the 3D printer, and we get it. This is huge because we now have diamond yo-yos. And we have a free upgrade, and obviously we upgrade our yo-yo. So we have 4 diamond yo-yos, which charge themselves non-stop, which supercharges the core non-stop. So with this setup, 3D printer definitely is back, and all you need for it is a diamond 3D printer, enchanted with haste, and a diamond yo-yo, and a diamond core, and extremely high damage. It's very easy to have, as you see. And yeah, when you have this, your opponent can make whatever he wants, but you're just too fast.
Defeat does not defeat me.
That was one of the most items usages I ever saw. Sadly we can't see it in the recap because it only says 1 activation, but the inner items will have way more uses than the outer yo-yo, so 25 is the minimum, probably more. And that's it. 10 win with the 3D printer. See you soon. And subscribe.